Hey everyone, welcome back to your channel for FE Electrical Prep. In today's video, I'll show you exactly how to use the Casio FX-115ES Plus calculator for your FE exam. So by the end of this video, you'll know how to speed up calculations, avoid common mistakes, and use the calculator to its full potential during your FE exam. So let's dive in. So first things first, make sure your calculator is in the correct mode. So in order to do that, you hit this mode button and you see bunch of options over here. One is computation, second is complex, statistics, Bayesian, equation, matrix, table and vector. So typically for most FE exam questions, you would select comp, which is standard for calculations. So you'll just hit 1 over here and it's in comp mode. Now it's also a good idea to make sure up to how many decimal places you want your answer to show up. So in order to do that, what you'll do is you'll press shift and it will select this setup button over here, and you see this 6, which is fix. So what it does is, if you hit 6, it's going to ask up to how many decimal places you want the answer to be. I typically suggest keeping it at 3 decimal places because it's ideal for quick checking and avoiding rounding errors. So you hit 3 and you see fix. So now any answer, let's say divided by 5, so you see you get 5.000. So that's that. I'll clear this off. Now coming to the next portion of fractions, roots and powers. So FE questions sometimes involve messy fractions and powers. So you can handle them easily by knowing this button over here. So what happens in this calculator is, if you divide 25 by 2, the answer should be 12.5, but you see it shows this way. So if you hit this button over here, it converts this into a decimal. So it's 12.5 now. Also remember, if you want a cube root or a square root of something, first select the function over here. So for example, let's say I want the square root of 25. Now if I select this, you see I still have to enter 25 and I'll get a wrong answer. So what you can do is always select this thing, select the number and then hit OK, and there is your answer. If you want a cube root, so shift and this 125, which is 5. So that's all good. Now complex numbers. Okay, so electrical engineers, this one's actually for you. So impedances, phasors and AC circuit questions will have lot of complex mode questions. So in order to select that, what you do is you select the mode and you select 2. So now you see it shows complex. So now what you can do is you can go and enter 4 shift I, and it's going to show it like this. Now what would happen if you would have kept it at 1, that is computation mode. So if I go and you see it doesn't even allow me to select. So that's why we need the mode to be 2. Now you'll also need to convert rectangular forms to polar forms to rectangular forms. So in order to do that, you can do it this way. Let's say you have equation 3 plus 4i. Now if you want to convert it into a polar form, you hit shift 2 and select 3 and here you go. So now you have answers in polar form. If you want to convert this back into rectangular form, you can hit shift 3. So shift 2 is what you can select. So you can go to 4 and it shows syntax error because there wasn't any value. So if I hit answer and if I select this 4, so you see it shows 3 plus 4i. So whenever you get like a syntax error or something, that means either you didn't choose the right value or divided by 0. So just erase off and go back. So now coming to matrices and vectors. So there will be questions on like circuit networks and linear equations. So matrices can actually help you save time. So what you do is you hit on mode and you select this number 6 over here. So it's gonna ask you like which matrix do you want to edit. So this calculator actually allows you to have multiple calculations with different matrices. So what I'll do is I'll select matrix A, which is my first matrix, and then it will ask you how many rows and columns you want. So for simplicity, I'll just select 2 by 2. So I'll hit 5. So now it will ask me enter the values. So let's say I enter 2 and I'll press equal to 2 equal to 4 equal to 4 equal to. So this is saved in the memory. Even if you hit this, the matrix is actually saved in the memory. You go again, you hit 6 and it's ask you for the next matrix, which is matrix B. You again select the same number of rows and columns. Let's say I'll do 4 over here, 4 over here, 10 over here and 10 over here. So now let's say I want to multiply matrix A and matrix B. So what I can do is shift matrix and then you see you get the options over here. So how did I know to select number 4? So when you hit shift, you see there are like options over here: matrix, vector, verify, complex. So that's how you know like which option to select. So I'll hit 3 and let's say I want to multiply it by matrix B. So I'll again hit this and I'll select 4. So once I hit equal to, I get my answer. So you can actually like save time using the matrix mode. Now we also have like statistics mode, where like you can actually go over here and calculate the mean, standard deviation, regression constants. So you need not remember any formulas. I mean it's you can use this to actually perform bunch of statistics functions. Again, it's very simple. You go to mode, you go to mode and you see 3 and then you can select whatever option you want. So and you can calculate again the mean or the standard deviation. So yeah, make sure that keep your calculations clean and avoid re-entering any data. Like reuse this answer feature to come up and reduce mistakes. So let's apply what we learned quickly with like an FE style example question. So let's say you want to calculate current and you have voltage and impedance. So current would be your voltage divided by impedance. So what I'll do is I'll have voltage in polar form and the impedance in rectangular form. So first of all, I have to select my complex mode. You see you don't see complex over here, so I hit 2. Now it's in complex mode. So I go 120 and shift angle 30 degrees. So it's showing me in rectangular form here. I divide this by 6 plus 8i. So I get my answer. Now if I want to convert this into, let's say like polar form, do you guys remember how we can convert it? So what you can do is shift 2 3. Your answer is now converted into, there you have it. So my suggestion to you would be just practice these things so that like it's on the tip of your hand. That will make your task much more easy rather than looking for where to go and how to do about it. Second suggestion would be keep your calculator in comp mode unless it's needed. So and don't reset your calculator mid exam, so it will erase any stored matrices or constants. So I'll just reiterate that practice navigating modes quickly. You'll lose time there, so it's better to be prepared. Keep your calculator in computation mode and do not reset your calculator mid-exam. So that's it. You now know how to fully master the Casio FX-115ES Plus for your FE exam. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe to Substation Wala. Thank you for watching and all the best for your FE exam.